Howdy y'all, my name is Ryan, and today I am starting a series on how you can film yourself rollerblading and make it look really good. Probably a lot better than you're making it look now with just a few simple things. So check it out. So first things first, most people film on their phones these days, and most phones have different settings for resolutions you can film in. If you can, most phones can do this today, film in 4K. This is big because this is going to allow you to have a higher resolution later on to do things like cropping the image, keyframing, and it gives you a lot more to work with. I promise you, at the end, that's going to be a big payoff. You got to film 4K. All right, tip number 2. I notice a lot of people will post up their phone on a tripod or maybe even in a shoe, and they are very far away from the camera the entirety of the trick. Very far away. At no point do they ever crop in the image. They start way back. You want to get closer to the camera than you probably think. You want to get close enough that you still get your roll up and you still get your landing, but later on I'll show you how you can make it look like somebody's filming you, and you do not want to be too far away. Just a general rule, you kind of want like a medium closeness. Tip number 3 is just a general rule. Lower to the ground shots typically look better on average because they make the scale of what you're skating look larger, right? It also makes the image less flat. It gives it more layers, it's more dynamic. So one way to engage the viewer and make them follow the trick you're doing is to roll into the frame when you start. So this helps anticipate what you're about to do. You can also do the opposite, right? You can start farther away and have you roll out of frame. But this will help the viewer, kind of draws them in a little bit more. It doesn't always apply, but it does work, and it does help a lot. Now, depending on what trick you're doing, primarily with, I'd say, grinds, you do want to see both feet if you can, right? So normally you want an off-center angle. You don't want to film the obstacle dead on unless the trick you're doing is symmetrical. So if you were doing double heel press where both feet were up like this, you could film that dead on. But for grinds, you want to be slightly off center, so you see if you're doing a soul grind, your one foot is not hiding your other foot, right? Your H block, you can see that your soul foot's not blocking it in any way. It just gets so get low to the ground and get slightly off center, and that'll go a long way. You'll have to kind of play around with it. And lastly, like I said in the beginning, make sure you're getting a decent amount of your run up, but also you're not landing out of the frame, right? I've seen a lot of people where I just have to assume they landed the trick good because I don't even know where they go, right? And later on when we talk about keyframing and how to make it look like somebody's actually physically filming you, you're really gonna need the landing at that point. It would look even more awkward if you didn't have the landing. So get a decent amount of the run up, get a decent amount of the landing. That's filming 4K, and that's going to go a long way to start.